Peace, what up, what up? I've been trying to think of an intro for now on for the other videos that I'm going to start to make. I just don't know what intro, like I was thinking of saying something like, you know, what up, I'm back, coming at you from all directions, from different dimensions, something like that. It just sounds kind of catchy because most of the people that you watch here on YouTube or on any platform, they have a logo or some type of saying that they use to introduce themselves in the video. But that's something I thought would be cool as an intro. Would be like something like you know, coming back at you from all directions, from different dimensions, something like that. I don't know, I may try it out. If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna just drop it. But yeah, anyway, for this video, I just really wanted to talk about something that I was thinking about just, you know, a few moments ago. And this is regarding like magic work. So, man, how can I put this? You know, this is a question that I've had for probably quite a long time, but I never bothered to really ask anybody. I never bothered to ask any of the people that I watch on YouTube, any mentors, any masters, any gurus that I see online teaching shit. But I did wonder I did always kind of wonder to myself, you know, because the idea of magic is you are creating your reality kind of on your own, by yourself, individually, right? That's the idea. You're the creator of your reality. The mind is all, universe is mental, yada yada, that whole spiel. So you've heard of that already. But you can't help but wonder, or I couldn't help but wonder. When I say you, I'm going to talk about myself. So, you know, I couldn't help but wonder, well, could it be possible that people in your surroundings contribute to the life you have and what you attract? Okay, an example like your work environment, the people you work with that you're surrounded by every day, right? That you're with pretty much every day if you're working full time, or your own family even, or your circle of friends. Do they contribute partially or somewhat, somehow, to how your life could be based on the impression that you're making on them? Because what's the other saying when it comes to meeting somebody new, or when it comes to going on a date with somebody and meeting somebody for the first time and trying to make a good impression, right? That's the idea. Make a good impression. It's your first date with that person. Go make a good impression. You only get one chance to make a first impression. Because you got to think, like, what does that mean? That must mean that I have to appear to that person in a certain way to appeal to them and to attract them and to look a certain way to impress their subconscious, to impress them subconsciously. I got to be attractive. I got to look good. I got to look a certain way. I got to smell a certain way. I got to have a certain energy to me when I approach them and the way that I talk and everything. Because you only get one chance at an impression, as the saying goes, right? So, again, that idea makes me just wonder in general. Could it just be possible that when it comes to magic, especially for starters and beginners, could it be possible that my own surroundings has an influence, or could have an influence on my energy, my vibration, right? Because, okay, I'll use work for an example. If people see me a certain way at work, and I come to work a certain way with a certain disposition or personality or demeanor, and my coworkers see that every single day, don't they expect that of me to be pretty much, don't they expect that same demeanor of me continuously pretty much every day? If Jaboy's acting this way, and Jaboy has this personality, and he's this, that, and the third, or whatever you want to call it, then wouldn't they have at some point, based on repetition, have an expectation on how I'm going to be, right? And no matter how much I may want to change, again, this is just hypothetical. This is not how I truly believe or what I do believe. This is just hypothetical, me just kind of thinking along the lines regarding that curiosity about people contributing to what you attract. So if they expect me to be a certain way based on my attitude and how I am, in the workplace, don't they somehow contribute to my overall energy or the vibration that I bring out, right? I mean, you'd have to think about that. It would kind of make sense. But that's not to say that they attract everything. That's not to say that they are in control of your life. I'm certainly not saying that they're here to control your life in any kind of way. I'm just saying because of repetition, they see you this way so often, and that even when you do want to make a change, sometimes maybe it feels kind of difficult because the bigger group as a majority, which is more of them than you at your workplace, they already expect you to be this way. So they're not expecting any more or any less. But again, that's just my curiosity, as far as your outside world, people outside of you that are exposed to you every day, could they somehow, maybe, possibly, contribute to a form of magic that influences you? But ultimately, I am a firm believer that you are the creator of your reality. And I'll be honest, even now, I'm still learning a lot about magic and the subconscious and the state of mind and how you perceive things and how you shift the outside world and the aspects of nature through connection with it and synchronicity. I'm still learning all this stuff. So, what I really wanted to touch on mainly, that aside about the attraction of law of attraction within you, other people influencing all that. I mean, that aside, what I wanted to touch on with this video is related to that. And what I wanted to say is, this video is really just about confidence and the kind of confidence that you should be able to, that you should really try to cultivate for your own self, for your everyday life while you're here. Because, the archons and the demiurge, earth plane, these beings, they, and I'm learning a lot about them too. I'm studying them hard right now. So, but I've known about them for years, but I'm just really now really getting into the depths of what all this is about. So, I hear a lot, and from what I do in research, is that, they feed off of the fact that you are like low in your vibration, low in your energy. And I believe even like the feelings you have of being depressed, depression, being down and being low, you're like food to these entities in a sense. And that actually goes for people as well. But the example that I made earlier, right? Like if you're a certain kind of way and you're not confident, people just use you. And in general, so I'm generalizing this. So, people could care less about you if you don't care about yourself, which is why self-love is important. And so when you carry yourself really low in life and you just have such a low energy to you, people can sense that about you. They can sense it, they can know it, they can feel it, and they can just use it for their own advantage against you and over you. They can use it against you and do what they like, But confidence is important because it's what really puts you in control of your life and of your destiny, because you're like taking back your throne in a sense. You're like the king or queen, and you're taking back your throne, and you're letting yourself have the power. You're not the one giving your power away to other people. You're taking that power back for yourself, and you're working on yourself, and you're trying to create like heaven on earth, or your kingdom on earth, whatever analogy, whatever you want to call it, to create your life, to manifest truly the life you want to live. So, with that being said, that's what I meant to say in this video, is that confidence is what is like a force field. It's like a force field around you that kind of keeps negative energy off of you, because when negative things do come about, you don't really have to let those things bring you down. You keep moving forward, and you have your head held high, and you know, your energy and your vibration just changes. This is just something that you can watch and listen to in this video, but it's something you also got to practice as well. You know, practice what you preach. So it's good that you can learn something from what I might be saying, but it's good to practice it as well. Just like when I watch videos, I'm always learning so much from teachers and mentors online and even the books that I read. But it's true, as the saying goes, you can only get so much information from the books. You have to cultivate the knowledge from the books and the things that you study into your personal life and make something out of that. And that's what's kind of important. You cultivate what you learn and you make something. You practice what you preach. You practice this. You don't just watch workout videos and how to do ab crunches and how to do RDLs and think you're getting a workout. No, you can watch it and learn what to do, but now you got to go out there and do it yourself. It's the same thing as, you know, workout tutorials, workout videos, motivational videos. They can get the ball rolling. Well, they can get the ball rolling in your mind by motivating you, but it's just always going to be a video. And until you decide to cultivate what you watched, what you learned, and go out there to do it yourself, then nothing's really going to change. So it's the same thing with videos and books. You can learn information, but at some point you got to go out there and exercise this yourself. You know, so that's what I wanted to mainly touch on for this video about confidence and how it's what will help you to kind of move forward in life a lot better, so that when hardships do come around, you have a better suited armor around you to kind of carry you through that and pull you through, instead of you suffering down with it. You know, it'll be your life will become a little bit more easier. And again, even the attitude of confidence and just being positive already in its own self, even though these aren't demons technically with sigils, these are technically forms of magic in its own right anyway, because magic is just what? Magic is just cultivating a change that you see within yourself that reflects to the outside world by changing the state of mind that you have up here. You changing the mind you changing your perception and your mind and how you think up here, doing the inner work within, is what's going to change the outside world, your outside reality, because of what you have cultivated within. That's all the magic is. In and of itself, pretty much. You know, you do the work within. You have the awareness to change something, and then you practice it, and you see it in your outside world be reflected, and that's magic. So confidence is like that. Your life will become much more easier to deal with when it comes to challenges, especially when you're more confident, because you have an extra boost. You have a little more power. You have to be confident not only in your actions, but it all starts here in the mind. You know, like, what do you consider to be a challenge? What do you consider to be difficult for you? That's you make those decisions, and what you find hard or what you find you're incapable of doing or capable of doing. Everything is a choice, including how you approach life. But that's what I wanted to mainly touch on. And also, I'll just add to it as well, also related to it, is that, you know, just look at yourself in general. You know, are you living a good life? And I know I've made this statement so many times in the other videos, but and I'll be glad to just repeat it again. But you know, you got to think. I mean, think of yourself holistically. Like, are you living a good life? You know, people around you don't care that much. They do to a point, but they can't save you. Only you can save yourself, because at the end of the day, all you have is you. All you got is yourself. They don't have you like you do. They can support you in the best way that they can, but they can't pick you off the ground the way that you could if you just stand up. And of course, I'm saying that metaphorically in what I'm in this video. I'm saying if you literally got hurt and you fell on your ass and you hurt your back or some shit and you pass out, yeah, you're gonna need people to get you up. But you know, you know what I'm saying? Stupid ass humor. Like, if you actually really got hurt for real, and the universe forbid that you got paralyzed, then you really are going to need like paramedics and people to put you on a gurney. But I'm not talking about it like that. I'm just talking hypothetically. So yeah, you know, look at yourself holistically. Like, are you living a life worth living? Do you feel okay? Are you happy most of the time? Or do you feel a sense of joy every so often in your life? Or are you just always down in the dumps? Because that is reflective of the world that you're living. Remember, it's all up here. It all starts within, right? So the energy that you're carrying that you don't even realize because you carry it so much is already like determining your current reality and the life you're currently living. So it does matter how you feel, and being aware of how you feel also matters. You know, people at your workplace, your family, your friends, people around you, wherever you go, they're looking at you, and they there's nothing they really could do for you. You know, your attitude and how you feel is up to you, and only you can change that. And if you have haters and stuff, and they like to see you down, this could be even more of a reason or a motivation to try really hard and cultivate more of that confidence. Not to be arrogant, but, you know, have that self-confidence for yourself. Like, let haters be a motivation for you to get better. Because some people, they don't want to see you get better. They don't want to see you improve. Some people are just haters. Like, they don't benefit off seeing you being happy. And that's fucking sad. But that's the fucking truth. Like, some people just don't benefit off of seeing you with a smile. Like, ain't that sad? Ain't that some fucking sad shit? Like, there's people that are just that low. Like, to see you with a genuine smile is something that they just hate. It turns them off. Let those people be your motivation. Let those haters and those losers and those suckers be your every motivation to get better at life. You know, and you can thank them later. They're the ones who really don't have nothing good for you. So this is just a quick video about sharing confidence and being able to look within and cultivating a real sense of joy within yourself, with your life. You know, try to enjoy your life as much as you can. It all starts from within, self-love. And, you know, when it comes to all that, you get the ball rolling from there. You know, look after yourself. You know, look after your health, your mental well-being. Always make sure you get plenty of rest. Eat right, eat clean. I'm not asking you to be an athlete or anything like that, but just, you know, have your health and your well-being and your happiness at your own best interest. Those really should be your goals, like, for all your life, like all year round, every year, for as long as you're here. You know, your goal should be health. My health is my wealth. You know, my mental well-being is my strong suit, and just being happy. And so I'm gonna end it right here, guys. It's getting dark. You know, with that being said, I'm right here trying to come at you from all directions, from different dimensions. So this is your boy. That being said, peace.